Hey, welcome back everyone. We're back onto Dragon Quest 1/2 Remake. This is part 8. We should be finishing this off in this video, so in part 9 tomorrow we can get cracking on with Dragon Quest 2. I've updated the text guide a bit, so now I've got number 2, that portion all added to it. What I've done so far, I'm still modifying it quite heavily, but I've put on what I've got done so far. So from there, of course, we've just popped the trophy for killing 800 monsters. We're going to come west slightly and then go north, and we'll come to a secret spot. This is one of the new ones that's appeared. Yep, just hidden over there. Once you come inside, we're going to loot the chest on the left in the middle for 7,000 gold coins. You've got a barrel with a mini medal inside it and another barrel with a slippery sap. Once got that, we are then going to warp to Damdara next. Let me just scroll down to the text guide so I can better run off what we're doing. So once you do spawn at Damdara, you want to head outside and then want to go south. Down here. And then we're going to go east. We're going to another secret spot now, pretty much. It's just appeared on the island to the north. We have already gone there previously to get a secret, not secret spot, a sparking spot. But now, of course, secret spots appeared in its place. I'm not quite sure why they did this. I don't remember them doing this on the Dragon Quest 3 Remake, and I don't think this happens in number 2. Maybe they just wanted to add a bit more content near the end of the game, so they just lobbed a few more secret spots around the map. So once you get to this secret spot, come inside that bag on the tree in the middle. It will be a bag, yep, and inside will be a mini medal. Once you've got that medal, come to this barrel on the left, and that'll be a pot lid inside there. And then over here, guys, will be a coat. So grab that coat in that hidden spot near the rocks. And then once got that, we're then going to warp to the field of flowers. In that medal we just collected, by the way, that's medal number 37. So we need 3 more. Now when you come into field of flowers, there'll be a brief cutscene. This is linked to the Zarlan quest line, so this cutscene does not trigger. It's likely because you have not spoke to Zarlan enough. Remember, last place spoke to him was Gallenholm, I believe. After that cutscene with the fairy, we're then going to warp to the Shrine of Rain. We're going to come inside, and that'll trigger another cutscene. We're going to talk to the Dream Whisperer. This will warp you to the Western Isle. Again, I think this is linked to the Zarlan quest line. So after the cutscene, we're going to grab Erdrick's helmet from the little gravestone in front of us when you get control back. Once you have Erdrick's helmet, we are then going to grab the 2-leaf clovers just to the right in a hidden spot near the side of that wall. The reason we need all the Erdrick's armour, by the way, I've probably mentioned this already, but there's a trophy for equipping it all at once. That's why we have to collect it all. So once you've got the 2-leaf clovers in that hidden spot, you then want to make way to the far top right of the dock, and you'll find medal number 38 in a hidden spot right at the edge. Once you've got medal 38, we're then going to warp to Remolder. Once you get to Remolder, we're going to enter the Southeast Inn, because now we can open the door. Now we've got a magic key a long time ago. Open this chest, you'll find special medicine inside it. A lot of these are pretty much pointless to collect. Just going through the motion, guys, that's showing you where everything is. Once got that, to exit, then go back along the central path. And you want to come to the church, but enter the door on the west side of the church. Once you come inside, loot this barrel behind the steps to find a seed of luck. Then you want to go upstairs to the next floor where the cell is. Now you got the ultimate key, you can go into the cell and unlock the pot at the back. And inside that pot you find a Sage's Elixir ×1. Exit the building next, and you then want to go into the small island in the middle of the town where you find Zarlan. Talk to him there, trigger a bit of a cutscene, and at the end of it, you're going to pop a trophy. So you pretty much have to do this quest anyway, this side quest, because it leads to a mini medal it leads to Erdrick's helmet. So doing this doesn't really waste any time, so it needs doing for other trophies anyway. But yes, after that cutscene, he's going to sing a nice little song for you. It's not going to be winning any awards, but it will win us a trophy, which is nice. Yep, a new song for Erdrick. And then once we've got that, we're going to warp to the entrance of the town, because our next step continues from the entrance. We're going to go southeast around the mountain nearby, and then go north to a new secret spot. So like I say, southeast, just go around the mountains, and then go north around them. We're now making our way over to Dragonlord's castle, which is our last stop. New secret spot here, just in the middle of the desert. There's a old secret spot here already, but now a new one has appeared. So come inside, there'll be a seed of strength in the pot near the middle, and also in the chest will be a sword of ruin. So seed of strength and a sword of ruin. Once got them, exit back to the world map. We're now going to go east. There'll be another secret spot. You're going to go east and then south. And this next secret spot will be to the west of Remake, where we just was. Basically on the other side of the lake to where the town is. Did I say west? East, I've said that wrong. Wow, luckily I noticed. West, sorry. Go west, not east. Yeah, go west and then south. And here it is. Wow, how did I do that? Completely wrote it completely wrong on the text guide. It's quite easy to get west and east mixed up sometimes. But it's not actually anything in that secret spot. I just want to show you where it was. Yeah. Just some NPCs which give you a bit dialogue and some hints. But of course you know them already because you're watching a guide. And once you've been to that secret spot, go south a bit more to get that sparkling spot. In that sparkling spot you'll find a unsealant ×2 and a seed of magic. Now you want to head back north. Can't believe I've got compass directions mixed up. I've been quite good recently actually. I've not really made many mistakes when it comes to flipping directions around. Not which I know of anyway. If I have to, you have to point them out to me. That's the first one I've seen in a while or noticed. But you continue north, and in that small little patch near where the mountain is, you'll find another sparkling spot that'll have a leather suit inside and a fur hood. Next you want to go around the mountains to the north. You might have to go northwest, go around the lake, and then you want to go northeast. Come back along this way, heading towards the bottom part of Quagmire Cave, and you'll find another sparkling spot. In there, you find a seed of stamina and a medicinal herb ×2. Once got them, going to continue west now, make our way over to the Dragonlord's castle. Well, to like a little shortcut we have to make. There'll be one sparkling spot on the way. This one here. In there you can find a chimera wing, musk, and a magic water. Now we've got the rainbow drop, we can create a bridge. Interact with that exclamation marker. Say yes. Drop a rainbow on the floor. And yes, follow it across, and we're going to encounter this guy next. You know, if I'm lucky, we might be able to get Dragon Quest 2 to a similar time this has took. Maybe. I think it might take a little bit more, but I'm hoping not much more. Because I'm avoiding most of the items, I'm hoping we're going to get through it quite quick. We get the ship in the 3rd video, I think. Or is it start of the 4th? Yeah, start of the 4th video is when we get a ship. And that's quite far into the game, so I guess we'll see. I'm still planning it out. I've been through the story. But I'm just going through it again just to kind of optimise it and add all the little things in there. Now that I kind of know the best way through a story. There's quite a few different ways you can approach the story about halfway through. Because loads of different paths are opening up. So I kind of need to optimise that a bit more. To find what needs doing and what doesn't need doing. Because sometimes there'll be a objective to go back and talk to somebody. But you can actually skip that part of the objective. So I've kind of just got to work around that a bit more. But yeah, it's currently in progress. I've got 3 parts already recorded. On number 2. But anyway, once you're here guys in Dragonlord's castle, there was a sparkling spot on the way, where we found frazzled feathers ×2 and a hex track inside it. Once you're inside the Dragonlord's castle, of course you're getting all the loot, so you want to first go right. Left is the path to actually progress, but some loot down here. So go right, that chest has nothing inside it. There's a lot of empty chests in this castle. I'm just showing you them because they do count on the nose for treasure ability when you use it. Yeah, it will actually take them into consideration. So, but just open them, then they will not count anymore. Come down here and in that secret spot on the square tile, there will be a steel broadsword. Once you got that, you want to head south and down the steps. Once you come down here to basement 1, there's another chest there with nothing inside it. That's going to be his first chest we go to the east. Completely empty. Yeah, a lot of trolling going on in this dungeon. But we're going to go to north, because to the north there's going to be a hidden spot with a cower ring inside it. This one is very hard to find unless you're using Snoop. So just around this corner right at the end, yeah, it's a secret spot there, guys. So in there is a cower ring. I never use them, but showing you where they are. So to get back quicker, what I do then is I walk back to the entrance and then just go back inside. Quick way to get back to the entrance. And now we're going to go left. So you can use evac or zoom to walk to the entrance. Now we're going to go left. Continue around the side. Dragonlord's quite an easy fight if I'm honest. I mean, I probably can't comment on that probably, so I am playing on easy mode. Any fight's going to be easy. But I just mean the speed he goes down quite quick. So another empty chest. Continue on around the corner. We're going to come down here and go down these steps. Yeah, this will take you back into basement 1, but on the other side. Go right from where you come down the steps. You find another empty chest. From there, you're going to go north, and in this hidden spot at the far end of the path, you're going to find a seed of wisdom. Once you get a seed of wisdom, go back up to the first floor. Then once up here, we're going to go into the central part of the floor now. There will be a hidden spot on a crack to the left. In that hidden spot, you'll find some frazzled feathers. Once got them, head north to this throne where the electric floor is. Interact with the back of the throne, and you'll make it move out of the way, revealing a secret entrance. We're going to head down the stairs. It's going to take us back to B1 for a third time. And this is not the last time we're going to be here. I think we have to come down to B1 again a bit later. So follow the path. In this part of B1, there's nothing to collect. So all you want to do is make your way down to the southern exit. I am trying to avoid encounters along the way, but sometimes one will get through. I'm actually just fleeing from them now, as you can see, because I've killed enough enemies. And we're pretty much at the end of getting every trophy for Dragon Quest 1. So I'm just going to run from all the fights. If I can. So yeah, southern exit. This will take you down to B2 next. On B2, you're going to make your way around the room. But we're going to loot 3 chests along the way. And then go down the stairs at the far end. There's 3 items in this room. And they are all chests. So they should all show on your map. So you know exactly where they all are. This is the first one. It's got a ruinous shield inside it. Or ruinous shield. However that's pronounced. And you want to carry on around the path. The eastern chest will have a hapless helmet inside it. Again, another fight, so I'm just going to run away. I think there is there's a weapon which makes you run from battles instantly. I'm pretty sure I think there is. That might have been useful now actually. So since the fight started, I mean I've not actually used it, but I'm pretty sure there is a weapon which makes it so you immediately flee from battles I think it's cursed, but it's just good if you want to get away from fights quickly. So the far eastern chest, yeah, hapless helmet. And there'll be one chest remaining, and the final chest in this area will be a mimic. Yeah, it's got a mimic inside it. I will be showing you where it is. So you are going to see one fight, which I will have to kill the enemy. When we do complete the game, I don't think there's much we do afterwards. Oh no, there is. There's a few endings actually. There's two endings. There's one for kind of, I guess technically the bad ending. Then got a good ending as well, so we need to do them. We need to go back to Monarch of Medals yet. We need to hand in all our medals. Get some trophies from that. And we also need to equip all of Erdrick's gear for another trophy. We need to learn every spell and ability. The final spells and abilities we need should come from handing in all the medals. Because some of the rewards for handing in the medals will give you some scrolls. So, I mean, as long as you're level 40, you've learned all the ones which you can as a character. The rest will come from scrolls. So yeah, I think we're pretty much good to go. So complete the game, walk back to the medal area, hand in the medals, equip Erdrick's gear. That's pretty much all that's left to do on number 1. So that's the mimic been defeated. Where are we on again? B2, wasn't it? So yes, go down to B3 next. Down here, we're going to first take the western path. At the end here, you're going to find 2 chests. One of them's got a medicinal herb inside it, and gold coins in the other one. Then you're going to take the remaining path to the east, and go down the far northeast stairwell. Take you down to B4. The final dungeon on Dragon Quest 2, you get so much experience. You don't really get too much in the final dungeon in Dragon Quest 1. But yes, in the final dungeon, you probably get like, I mean, even if you're not fighting slimes, I mean, slimes are always going to, your metal slimes. And by the way, it's hate mail there. So when you first come down the northeast stairs, grab a chest in front of you, which will have hate mail. Go back up, and once back on B3, we're now going to go to western chest, which have a mimic enemy inside it. And then we're going to go down the far northwest stairs. Yeah, I mean, sorry, metal slimes will always give you loads of experience. But you just get so much on Dragon Quest 2 when you're in the later areas. It's quite good. So yes, this chest, a mimic inside there. The western chest. And then once you've done that chest, we're then going to go down the northwest stairs. You'll be up and down quite a lot in this area. Because all the different parts of each room is kind of like divided. You can't access them unless you kind of go downstairs in another room, move around, go upstairs in another room to get back to where you was in the previous floor. Yeah, it's all kind of divided. But that's most loot in this area, which we can currently access. So now go down the northwest stairs. This will take you down to B4, another part of it. So now in the northern chest just behind you will be a mimic. So again, I'm going to knock this enemy out. Not too many floors to go. The final medal, by the way, will come from the Citadel of the Monarch of Medals. We get 1 medal in this dungeon. That'll be medals 39, then 40. Yeah, it's in the actual Monarch, the Citadel. So I hope you are on the same count, because if you have missed a medal, it's very hard to kind of figure out which one you've missed or where it is, because they're not actually shown for location. Be nice if you could highlight a location, then it kind of have a tick by it if you found all the medals, but I don't think the game does that. Hopefully it'll be something which will come in like an update, but we'll see. So you're going to come up here next. Yeah, these central steps, you want to go up the stairs on the left, but the ones in the middle. In this room, you want to go southeast and down these steps, up the steps to the southeast. And we'll go up the steps to the west. And then up here, guys, yes, we're back on B1, right in the middle. You're going to find Erdrick's sword. that should be the final piece of Erdrick's equipment that we need. So right now, if you wanted, you could equip Erdrick's weapon, his shield, his helmet, and his armor, and pop the trophy. But I'm going to do it a bit later, so I don't have to mess about with my equipment again. The mark of Erdrick doesn't count. The accessories don't matter. It's just the kind of the main pieces you have to have of Erdrick. So like I say, weapon, shield, helmet, and armor. So once you're back down here, we're actually making our way back to B4 next. Yeah, so back on B4, you now want to go down these eastern steps, which are in the middle. Yes, go down here next. Take you down to B5. And once on B5, the northern chest is going to have medal number 39. So see these liquid metal slimes here? A lot of guides do advise to farm metal slimes, but the thing I don't like about them is by the time you've killed one or two, the rest have run away. So though it looks nice when you see like 7 spawn at once, it's very tricky to kill them all before they all run away. And the time you spend trying to get them to spawn again, because it's not just metal slimes which will spawn, you have other enemies. So sometimes you have to keep running away from battles to get metal slimes to appear. Yeah, by the time you've done all that, you might have saved more time by just triggering normal battles and killing the enemies. You know, it's hard to gauge really. But anyway guys, that's that medal. Medal number 39. Once you've got medal 39 from that chest, go north, it'll take you back to the entrance and then just go back up steps to get back to B4. Once back on B4, we're then going to go south and then east and go down the far northeast steps. Pretty much making our way to the boss now. We've got most of the loot. Anything we get now is more or less along our way. Another battle I'm going to run away from. You won't always run away instantly. It depends. I'm not sure if it depends how quick you are, or it's just like something random. You know, sometimes it's successful straight away. Sometimes you have to wait 1 or 2 turns. But we're back down on B5. So I'm going to come down. I'm going to loot the 2 chests along the way. This first chest will have a double-edged sword. This is basically every sword, I guess. So once you loot that chest, there's one more. This next one is going to have a mimic inside it, which I'll show you. So to continue around the path, the northwest chest is one with the mimic. Of course, I keep using Holy Protection and Padfoot. I always use them both. And this one has got a mimic inside it, so I'm going to have to fight him. Then we're going to continue following the path and go down the southeast steps, which will take us down to B6, which is the final floor, where the boss is and a bunch of chests. There's 9 chests, I believe. Yeah, 9 chests, all in the same room. There's not really great loot inside them, if I'm honest. It's more like just like basic items. You'll find a waistband, and that's waste as in trash. Here they are, the southeast steps, the final floor. There will be a shortcut going back down to B1. You need to use this shortcut once, because if you don't use it, it will not activate at the bottom. So if you actually leave the area and then come back, expecting to use a portal, it will not be there, because you have to use it at least once. So make sure you do not forget to do that. I'll point you to it anyway when we get there. So yes, in the middle there, guys, are 9 chests. One of these will have a mimic inside it. I'm just going to show you every single one. So inside these, like I say, you get a waistband, a seed of magic, medicinal herb, gold coins, prayer ring. There'll be a mimic in one of them. You got a diamond, gold coins, and a chimera wing. This is the mimic, and that's all the loot. No more loot left to collect in the game, other than the mini medal in the Citadel of the Monarch of Medals and the Demon Whip. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll get some more when we hand in the medals. We'll get like a metal ring boomerang, which is good for metal slimes. I'm not going to be farming any slimes. I don't think I'm going to farm them in... Well, to be honest, we have to kill some in Dragon Quest 2 because there's a trophy connected to killing 10 metal slimes. So we're going to have to kill some. But other than that, I'm not going to be farming any. But I'm almost level 40. By the time I defeat the final boss, I should be level 40. Which, like I say, you need to get to in Dragon Quest 1 in order to get that final spell / ability, which you can learn as a character. I'm now making my way around, clockwise, around this room. Don't think there's any more chests. Wait, let me just check. No, that's it. No more chests in this room. So just go around the room. There'll be a few cutscenes along the way. I'm going to use a portal, like I say, to activate it. Bit of a longer video compared to some of the rest. But I just wanted to get one all finished. It would have been a bit weird if I kind of like had part 9 with some of part 1 and starting on part 2. But this way I can put all of Dragon Quest 1 into a single video as well, which I think is going to work well. So that's the first cutscene just triggered. Carry on a bit more and you should trigger another one shortly after. Another fight I'm going to flee from. Fleeing from battles might be a bit of an ego thing. I guess some players might not like to do it because they might feel like they're cheating the game, but I've kind of lost any points anyway, so I'm using easy mode, so my ego, pretty much have no ego at all when I'm playing this. I've got no reputation to lose at all because I'm already on easy. So make sure you use that portal. Like I say, you have to use it once to activate it at the bottom. Once you've used it once and activated it, we're then going to warp to the Citadel of the Monarch of Medals. I don't know why it's not just called Citadel of Medals. But yes, once near, come to the Northwest Ultimate Chest. That should be the final medal, medal number 40. Yes, in the Ultimate Chest to the Northwest, the green one. Then in the Northeast green chest, in here you find a Demon Whip. That's the final chest in the game. I don't think I've missed any. Right, but we're going to get all the trophies anyway. So now you're going to come to the Monarch of Medals, and that'll hand in all the medals. You're going to get a trophy in a second. You're going to get loads of rewards, for example, Banishing Bell, Scourge Whip, Saviour Staff, Meditation Staff, Metal Ring Boomerang, War Drum, and the Gingham Whip. And like I say, Trophy Medal Maniac. You absolute maniac. We collected all those medals. So we're now going to use all the scrolls, which we've just obtained. I'm going to use all my seeds as well. So I've got a meditation scroll there. I think I've still got to learn one a bit. I'm not quite level 40 yet. That's why I've not popped the trophy. But I actually go up to level 40 from killing the final boss. Right, that's it. So now we're going to walk back to Dragonlord's castle. I've used all my seeds. I've used all my scrolls. I've handed in all my medals. And I need 28,000 to go up to the next level. And I know that the boss gives you 29,000, so I know I'm okay. I've actually got a bit of a text guide in, well, of course, got a text guide, but I've put a bit in the guide about farming. If you're not quite level 40, you can farm this final dungeon, and you can make your metal slimes appear. And if they don't appear, just keep running away from the battle. But when they do appear, use a charged lightning slash ability on them, which will kill a slime instantly, because it'll be a critical. Criticals will kill metal slimes instantly, but if not, it's going to be like a 1 damage if you don't miss. And it can normally take 3 or 4 attacks, but most of them run away. That's why the lightning slash works well. But it has to be a charged up lightning slash, because then it'll be a instant critical, which would be you'll instantly kill it a liquid slime. But anyway, it should be okay. Like I say, just farm in this final area, liquid metal slimes. Text guide is all explained there. But if you're near where I am, you need 29,000 points just under to reach level 40. You'll be okay because the boss gives you 29,000 anyway. It's almost 30. But when you talk to the boss, you're going to choose to join him, and you'll get that trophy. That's for a bad ending. So when he asks if you want to roar beside him, make sure you choose yes. Choose yes, and then choose yes again. You'll get a trophy dealing with the devil. There's no need to reload. When you do respawn at the inn, just walk back to the Dragonlord's castle. Go into the portal and go back down to B6. Then go over to the boss again, but now you're going to choose no. We do not want to roar beside him. And then that'll trigger the boss fight. You could actually keep redoing this fight if you wanted to farm that way. But it's got quite long steps afterwards. You'd have to go through all the cutscenes, so it might be quicker to just farm fights. Yeah, I mean, with this, at least you know you're always going to be getting 30,000 experience. So he's going to ask if I want to roar beside him. I'm going to choose no, and give him the finger. I'm going to choose no again, give him both fingers, and he's going to get really upset, guys, and trigger a fight. So I'm just going to kill him quickly by using Wild Side along with a charged Kazap, which will do massive damage. So yeah, Wild Side and a charged Kazap will do big damage to him. Of course, he's not charged at the moment because my health is full. But once he knocks me down a peg or two, I should be able to charge it up a bit more. You have to fight him twice. There'll be 2 stages. His true form, you only get experience for his first form, by the way. Yeah, this form here. This form, you'll get 29,000 experience. And the true form, you don't get any. You just get the events which will lead up to the final ending, I guess. So I see, it goes down really quick. I don't think it actually damaged me then. But yeah, a man of many talents, awarded for learning every spell and ability. That's because I just hit level 40 and I learned the final ability which you can learn as a character, and that was Giga Slash. If that did not pop the trophy, then you've missed a scroll somewhere. If you go through the text guide and go and scroll, just type in find them in place and then type in scroll. It will show you where they all are, and you can just go through there and at the same time check with your menu and see what spells you have or don't have, and then you can kind of work out which you've missed, and that also show you where they are. But yeah, when it comes to medals, all you can do is really check every location. I mean, hopefully you think of one which you might have missed, but I mean, hopefully you did get all them trophies connected to the medals. So this is his true form. So again, I'm using the same attack, Wild Sides and a charged Gazap for massive damage. And reference the trophy about sleeping at an inn with a companion. If you still need that trophy, you can actually do it. It's not missable. You have to talk with one of the women walking around outside the inn in Tantagel, I believe. So it's been said. Yeah, talk with somebody wandering around outside the inn in Tantagel, and they'll ask if they can be a companion, and you take them with you and you sleep in the inn, guys, and you'll get a trophy. So that's a way to get it if you have missed it with a princess. Right, so got him. They both went down pretty quicker than what I remember. The final boss on number 3 went down. So once he's dead, got some cutscenes to go through. We're going to use zoom and warp to Tantagel. When we spawn in, like I say, talk to one of the women, walk around the inn if you've not already got that trophy for sleeping with a companion. And what we're going to do now is we're going to equip all the Erdrick's gear. I think I've gone into the wrong menu here. Yeah, so I'm in the equipment bag. It's not what I meant to be in. So you need to go into equipment on the front menu, and you want to pick Erdrick's sword, Erdrick's shield, Erdrick's helmet, and Erdrick's armor, and that'll pop another trophy, Erdrick's legacy. Yeah, awarded for equipping all of his gear. Yeah, the mark of Erdrick don't matter, as you can see, but that's what it is if you want to see. Right, so one more thing to do, and that's to complete the game, guys. Get a final trophy for Dragon Quest 1. So yes, part 9 tomorrow. Make a start at number 2. You do get means to transport, like I say, you get a ship on number 2. But you don't get any flying vehicles, unfortunately. Not what I've seen so far. But fast travel is really good in this game. In number 2, when you do warp around, the ship kind of transports with you, so it's not like it's always going to stay where you left it. I think that's really good. You warp around and the ship kind of spawns at the coast nearby, so it makes it so you can get around a bit quicker. You don't always have to go around the whole map. So come in the castle, trigger a bunch of cutscenes, and after the cutscenes you'll get the trophy Lightbringer, awarded for triumphing over a draconic evil. That should be the final ending in number 1. And that should, once that pops, be all the trophies done, guys, in Dragon Quest 1. You can just check, I mean it's quite easy, because every trophy connected to this one will say DQ1. But that should be all of them covered. If you missed any, then that's on you, unfortunately. And you have to kind of look back through the guide and chase them down. But should have them all. When you do go back in, you actually respawn just before the Dragonlord, so you can't go and fight a Dragonlord again. This is what I meant by if you wanted to farm him for like a consistent 30,000 experience. But it would be a bit long-winded because you'd have to keep going through all these cutscenes again.
Pray, forsake me not. Wilt thou...
And I think you have to choose yes then. I think I've tried choosing no before, but it forces you to say yes. I mean, I can't remember exactly, but I think it did there. Yeah, so I wanted to be a free man again, but it wouldn't let me. Right, that should be it. So Lightbringer, there we go. Yeah, so make a cleared save at the end of it. Yeah, so how long did it take me altogether? And this is with the farming as well, remember? So it's probably going to be a bit quicker once a full video goes to life. So 4 hours 45, probably, yeah, it's probably been about 4 hours if you remove the grinding. But yes, that's it guys. Dragon Quest 1 done. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on number 2 tomorrow in part 9.